Today we're going to put a gas tank in the car. Crazy fact about cars, they need gas.
I bought a car. It's a piece of shit on 4 wheels. My wife hates the fucking car. It leaks oil from all of the fucking seals. The lady across the street is a cunt. She calls the town on me when I work on the fucking car. Welcome to my car show, asshole.
And unfortunately, this car is missing the gas tank. So I think the first order of business is to get the gas tank in here. So we have a fuel cell in there somewhere. And I'm not too crazy about fuel cells, especially this fuel cell. It's too small. It's got big AN fittings on it. I don't need that. So I figured, geez, I don't know what those are. Number 8 AN fittings. Geez, those are big. So we don't have any money, so we're gonna have to utilize that fuel tank. So let's clear this trunk out and clean it out, and we'll get the fuel cell mounted in there. Alright, we got the trunk cleaned out. Well, sort of. We got everything taken out of the trunk. Now I think we need to vacuum in here a lot. I don't know. We just get it sorted out so it's somewhat clean, and then we can get the fuel cell in there. Here's the trunk all vacuumed out. I figured out what the theme of this show is going to be, and that is good enough. That's right, this is good enough. Everybody is so afraid of rust, and our other motto is rust is good. But look at this, we have all these holes here for drainage. That's right. And I mean, listen, I love the look of rust. You know why rust, to me, is coming back in fashion? I don't care what you say. All right, let's check out our fuel cell. And I hate this kind of fuel cell with the bubble on the bottom, so it's got to go through the floor of the car. So we're gonna have to cut a hole in the, let's put it in there, see what it looks like. So I think it'll go right there. That works. It's an enormous trunk, by the way. So we'll cut it out right there and strap it down. It's that easy. You know, it's a shame that this trunk floor is probably the best piece of metal in the whole car, and now I got to cut a hole in it. All right, let's get started. That's it. All right, here we go. And then we put the brackets on. It has bottom brackets. I really don't understand the need for the bottom bracket. I think we should just bolt it like that to the floor. That's it. We drill it down and we bolt it. Let's do it. What am I blowing for? I have a vacuum. Okay, right now we're just shooting it with some paint so it doesn't rust. like that, we got a fuel cell in. The fittings on the bottom are a little tight to the floor, but I don't think we'll have a problem. If anything, I could just tilt the tank up, screw in the fittings. I got to put a cap on one and an elbow with a barb on the other one, because we're not running a return line here. This is going to be a simple 289. That's it. We're not going to need a, you know, top fuel dragster type of fuel flow. Now I think these brackets, I'm not too bright, so I think these go on top like this, and these go underneath the floor like a big washer. So that's what we're gonna do. So I had some nuts and bolts, luckily, in the shed there, so that's what we'll use. No washers, okay, guys, this thing is like a big washer. Stop with all the washers. I do have lock washers for the bottom. Ah, damn it. I feel the lactic acid build up in the shoulder. Yes. Welcome to being 44 years old. Two here? Oh shit. My screw came out. Let me tell you something. Working on a car is a good workout. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Here we go. You don't need a gym. You just need a broken down car. That's it. There we go. It looks good. Looks straight. That's good. Now we'll alright, we'll do this old trick, right? Put that wrench on there. This way. And we want to tighten it, so it's gonna go that way. Let's see it. We'll see if that stays on. Hey. Hey. And then it's up and down, up and down. Here we go. Oh yeah. Come on. Look at that. You know, so we forgot to hook up our ground wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bolt out and just put it right through there. All right. So I guess we're going to have to ruin our paint job down here. If I can move that aside a little bit. We want a good ground, right? That'll do. You want to hold this wrench? Huh? Hold that wrench for me.
For what?
Because I gotta go underneath and I gotta tighten it. Easy. Look at what it looked like before and look what it looks like now. Unbelievable, right? All right, so the next order of business is we got to put a vent line through here. I got a fitting on the way for that, and we got to plug. We got to plug this one, and we got to run a 90. I don't even know if I can run a 90 down. No, a 90 this way, sort of, with a barb. That's gonna go to the fuel. We got our fittings under here, and I have this cap here, which I have no confidence in. I mean, that thing's gonna seal, if you say so. Cap on the, what would be the return side, I imagine. Okay. And probably need another wrench for this, but we'll see. Tighten that up. Feels good. Am I turning the fitting? I'm turning the fitting. Alright, we don't want to do that. I will just tighten it that much for now. And then the other fitting is really not ideal because I think the fuel goes like that. And that fuel line is small. I ordered one, it was the wrong size. I ordered the second one, it's the wrong goddamn size. These stupid A&N fittings, man, you gotta see them in person. That's what's good about a speed shop. They can bring the hose down there. I measured a hose, but they don't know shit. I don't know, I'm pissed. So then this hose will slide on here, but it's kind of loose on there. I'll have to clamp the shit out of it. I don't know how much I like that. I don't, but for now. We get the car running, and then we'll fix it. So let's tighten this up. Gotta be careful, I don't want to spin that fucking nut over there because it's got cracks in this seal, as I can see from here. The last thing I want to do is replace those seals. Just tighten. Oh, it's starting to go. Alright, we'll see how that works. Put gas in it. If I have to tighten it up, I'll tighten it up. That's it. Then we put our fuel line. Got our fuel line here. I don't know if this jerk off at the auto parts store even gave me, if this is even fuel line. It says 10 bar. Look at this just slides right off of this. There's no way this is gonna hold gas. But we're gonna try, right? Gonna try. Let me tighten that up. Hold on. Jesus. I didn't bring a screwdriver. Hold on. Join me as I tighten the world's smallest clamp with the world's biggest wrench. Alright. That's not gonna leak. That's not gonna leak. No way. Then we'll run this fuel line up and over to here. Let's see if we can put you somewhere where you can see. Alright. So then we'll run this over to this. What was this? The old gas? What the hell is this thing? That's all shit I gotta figure out. Oh, I could take a nap right here on the fucking floor. I'm tired. Look at this. What kind of jabron did that work, huh? Oh boy. Let's fix that right now. Yeah. Don't hit the brake line. Don't hit the brake line. Get in there, bitch. Ah. Get in there. I went too far. Now it won't come out. That's good. And I'll cut it right here. That's it. That's good. And I got this little shithead clamp. You know, this is like period correct clamp right here. This goes over this. that, and then clamp it right there. Oh, that's on there. That's on there. Okay. That's going to be flapping around there. That's it. We'll put one of these. I don't even think we need all that shit. Please, guys, you had to see this fuel line before. Put one of these right here. That's it. You got tension on there, tension on there. Done deal. We got gas. So just like that, we have a fuel cell and we have fuel running to the front of the engine here. Join us next time when we work on brakes, a carburetor, radiator, alternator, putting a battery in the trunk, redoing all the wiring, welding the floor pans, welding the body panels.